I want to know if it is allowed for the teachers to beat their students. If not, what should the student do when he faces this situation? Thank you. This depends on the regulations of the country, and it depends on the parents. Generally speaking, I have taught, with the grace of Allah, for 15 years in a high school, and I've never ever laid a hand on a student, and I've never ever cursed a student in my life, alhamdulillah. And I still have great relationships with my students and with their parents and with their even sons and daughters as well, mashallah, la quwwata illa billah. But sometimes at an early age, when the child is about 7 or 9 years old, a spanking, not beating, would sometimes be required. But this again depends on the regulations of the country, and it depends on the approval of the parents. Long ago in Saudi Arabia, my father would come and take me when I was 6 or 7 years old to school, and he would address the headmaster or the teacher by saying, "Here is my son. You have the meat and I'll take back the bones." This was really scary, you know. So my father was giving full approval that even if you skin him alive, you take the meat, return the bones back to me. I have no problem. This caused us to fear our teachers and to respect them, of course, but at the same time be polite. So we were always polite with our teachers. We were always respectful and obedient, because we know that if we're not, we're gonna get a beating, a spanking. Nowadays, what we see, not only in Saudi Arabia, in the Arab countries, but also in Europe and the States, we see that respect is not there anymore, and children are being brought up to be nasty, to be rude, and to be disrespectful to the elders, and this is bad. So opening the door for all teachers to spank whenever they want is wrong, and closing the door altogether is wrong as well. There has to be a middle way. I personally, as I said, I do not approve spanking the children, especially grown-ups, but sometimes when you are having a disciplinary problem in a class with a renegade child, sometimes you have to intimidate this child so that he would become obedient and respectful of the law and respectful of the elders, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best.